Ladies and gentlemen, as chairman of the board of the Solco W Tromp Foundation, just a few introductory remarks. Who was he? Who was Solco W Tromp? He was a geologist. He was a geologist who became interested and later even fascinated by the interaction between weather and climate on the one hand side and living organisms ranging from cells, plants, animals, even man on the other side. He was also a practical man and an ambitious man. He contacted colleagues from different countries, and together they started an international society. That was the beginning of the International Society for Biometeorology that happened in 1956. He wanted to do some research himself, so in addition to the society, he started a foundation. It was originally called the Foundation for Research on Biometeorology, but later on renamed as the Solco W Tromp Foundation. And the years thereafter, he was very active. He organized, as executive secretary, a number of international conferences. He founded a journal, international journal, a journal of interdisciplinary cycle research. He died in 1983. The board of the foundation decided to continue supporting biometeorology as a discipline. And we were very happy in contacting the EMS and getting an agreement for 2 awards. One, an award, the EMS Tromp Award for outstanding work in biometeorology, and second, a number of awards for students, enabling them to participate in meetings. Going to a meeting for a young student is very important. Share ideas, discuss experiments, discuss the results, evaluate them, and estimate practical applications. But it's not easy. It's not easy at all. I still remember my first presentation on an international conference years ago. I was scared like hell, nervous. But on the other hand, I was excited because the atmosphere, the scientific atmosphere, and all the different people are together there. But that was years ago. Now we live in a complete different time. The world is facing a climate crisis. And a lot of research is needed to deal with that, to anticipate, to adapt. As a young student, as a young investigator, you have to realize that your generation has to deal with that. It's complicated, but it's also thrilling. It's an excitement and it's a challenge. With that in mind, I wish you a very useful and most overall enjoyable meeting.
Hello everyone, My name is Anna Girkalli and I am from Cyprus. I am a PhD student and a research assistant at the Climate and Atmosphere Research Center at the Cyprus Institute. I'm really grateful for the Tromp Travel Award and also really happy that I will attend this year's EMS conference in Bratislava to present my work entitled Quantification of the Urban Heat Island using pair stations in the Middle East and North Africa region. I look forward to meeting you all there. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Juan Carbone. I'm part of the Micrometeorology and Climate Variability Research Group at the Complutense University of Madrid. My work focuses on understanding the impact of urban growth on the local climate, with a specific focus on analyzing the effects of Madrid's urban expansion over the past 50 years. To investigate the processes that occur when change in land use and land cover take place, and to understand their influence on surface-atmosphere interaction, I have utilized the weather research and forecasting model. The findings demonstrate the impact of urbanization on surface energy balance, resulting in increase in air temperature, especially during the night. The implications for this success are crucial for guiding future urban planning in the theory of Madrid. Thanks to the Tromp Foundation for this award.
Hello everyone, my name is Konrad Chmist. I'm a first-year PhD student at the Nicholas Copernicus University in Toruń in Poland. I'm a geographer and I work in the Department of Meteorology and Climatology in Toruń. As part of scientific project, I'm working on the reconstruction of meteorological conditions in the Arctic from the second half of the 18th century to the outbreak of World War II. My work mainly consists in the analysis of unique historical meteorological data from Greenland and the Labrador Peninsula. On their basis, we can calculate the bioclimatic condition prevailing at that time and compare them with modern observations. Finally, we want to present how the living conditions for humans in this part of the world have changed over the last 250 years. I look forward to meeting you in September. See you soon.
Hello everyone, I'm Lipin Pauli, a dedicated researcher pursuing an international PhD in Sustainable Development and Cooperation at the University of Turin and University of Piemonte Orientale. With a background in fluid mechanics, my research lies in studying the urban microclimate, including the crucial aspects such as urban heat islands, air quality, and urban ventilation. I'm thrilled and honored to have this opportunity to present my research on evaluating the impacts of urbanization on thermal comfort in the city of Turin at EMS 2023 annual meeting. As cities face escalating heat waves and adverse consequences of urban heat islands, it has become imperative to delve into the effects of urbanization on urban environment and the well-being of their inhabitants. Thank you for this opportunity to share my findings and insights at EMS 2023 annual meeting. With the support of Solco W Tromp Foundation and the esteemed audience gathering at the conference, I am confident that together we can pave the way for more sustainable and resilient cities. Thank you all for your attention and hope to see you all in Bratislava.
Hello everyone, my name is Nils Eingruber. I'm an early career scientist at the Geographical Institute of University of Cologne, Germany. I'm interested in the research fields of climatology and hydrology with a specific interdisciplinary focus on urban climatology and micrometeorology. In my current research, I'm analyzing the potentials for climate change adaptation in urban areas to mitigate heat stress. Therefore, I have developed a densely distributed network of quality-controlled citizen science meteorological low-cost centers in my urban study areas in Cologne and Pune, India, to monitor microclimatic differences. The measurements are used to calibrate and validate a physically based 3D microclimate model, which I have set up and parameterized for my study areas. Based on this high-resolution ENVIMAT model, I perform scenario analysis to investigate effects of various climate change adaptation strategies. In my conference talk, I will assess adaptation potentials of different unseeding strategies in cities during heat and drought events. The implementation of new unseeded areas is largely limited by urban structural constraint development and traffic usage. Thus, unseeding approaches must be assessed based on the given local constraints to achieve best possible cooling effects. To do so, I have parameterized and implemented permeable surfaces in my setup model domain. My scenario analysis include natural bare soil unseedings and vegetated lawn unseedings in traffic-free areas, as well as usage-compatible unseeding measures in private spaces and low-traffic areas by implementing grass grid pavers as nature-based solutions. Significant temperature differences were identified in the simulations in comparison to the current sealed status quo. These findings can have important implications for future urban planning, aiming to improve thermal outdoor comfort. I look forward to meeting you in Bratislava at the EMS Awards ceremony or at session UP 2.1. Also have a look at my abstract and display material.
Hello, I am Nestoras Antoniou and I'm a postdoctoral researcher at the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering of University of Cyprus at the Environmental Fluid Mechanics Laboratory. I'm very excited for having the opportunity to present our latest research at the EMS annual meeting for applied meteorology and climatology in Bratislava. The main focus of the research that I will present is the investigation of the impact of climate change on urban microclimate, thermal comfort and human health through the use of multi-scale numerical models. For this purpose, we use high-resolution CFD simulations in combination with downscaled regional climate models for urban microclimate of a dense urban area in Nicosia. The CFD model is validated with laboratory experiments and field measurements performed in the same area, and the focus is on a high heat stress period. The main findings show the strong impact that climate change will have on urban population in terms of thermal comfort expressed through UTCI and in terms of frequency and intensity of heat stress, while the correlation with human health risk is also analyzed. I look forward to participating in the EMS conference, and I'm very grateful for the Solco Tromp Foundation for supporting my participation.